We're in Copley Square. Let's see, it's Friday morning. That's the hotel we're staying at. So far, it's an overcast day. Trinity Church. Coming around. Right now, oops, I feel a little mist in the air. See, that's the Old South Church, I believe, there. And we're coming around to the public library in Copley Square. This is the Public Library of Boston, built by the people. Lots of people out on the street. Going back down, I'm standing on Dartmouth Street, that St. James Avenue. So, and I'm back again to the Copley, or Fairmont Copley. I'm doing some more footage here at Copley Square. Breakfast Friday morning. And scenes have changed. That's the church, Old Trinity Church, I believe. I'm coming around on tour groups, walking tour groups, and back to the Fairmont Copley where we're staying. We're staying somewhere in this left side in the back. And going back is Boston Public Library. I got some footage of that earlier. And you see, that's Dartmouth Street there. The other street on my left is St. James. And see, this is Boylston Street. All the traffic is on right now, and where the Chick-fil-A is on. We also found out there's more food places than you can even imagine. They're not actually finding them online, but there's a bunch. We just happen to walk up on these. So I'm gonna come back around again. Just the scenes change, different people. This won't be too long of a video. And once again, walking groups on tour and back to the church and past the church and back to the fountain and Chick-fil-A. Well, here at the Boston Navy Yard and Constitution Museum. We'll go see that in a little bit, I guess. There's a destroyer, I think USS Cason or something. That's part of the tour. You can go tour it. I'm coming around to where the visitor center is, and I think the USS Constitution's right over there. You see the mast, and once again I'm coming around, and let me see. I'll shut it off just a second. Back on. I think that might be way across there, the old North Church. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. And once again, there was a bridge that was at I-93 or bridge coming across the Charles River or something like that. And I'm just paying around. I don't know if I'd see the top of Bunker Hill Monument from here or not, but we'll go by the visitor center and I'll get some information from there.
Ours had to go in dry dock. And
this is a dry dock. It says Old Ironside Dry Dock number 1. I don't know. I will find out. There's other dry docks. But I can say which dry dock my ship was in, but that's been 1962. And again, I'm just doing, there's a mast of the Constitution. And it's going to be another dry dock. I'll get some footage of that. And back around. And let's see. There's Marge standing there. I'm trying to wait for this truck to get out of here. This is some type of a display I don't know quite what it is. But then on another view, we'll probably go in here later on. Doing some more footage from right outside the museum, visitor center, really. U.S. Constitution. That's back at the DD destroyer that's here, Kaysen, I guess. Forget the number. But we'll probably go over to the Constitution Museum later on. I think there's a fee involved in that. But I was watching a video inside, and it was saying that actually all the acreage that was here, when they closed this in '74, they only kept like 30 acres of it, and the rest of it they turned over to development. So I'm going to walk around. We'll go on this ship a little bit and then come back around. See, we're on the deck of the USS Constitution, and once again is the Boston skyline. I believe that's the Old North Church. Coming around, just we can go down below in a minute, but this is the upper deck. And of course, full of people and tourists, so I'll come back around slowly again. And then back over to the ship. First level below deck. Again, many people. I'm looking up there to a better set of steps. These are the guns. Oops, I'll come back around. I'm always got the camera at the wrong angle because I'm kind of watching. I'm on the second deck down. Once again, lots of people. They give me a tour. I just scanning. I'm going to go down. Let's go over to the back and see what's back there. This is basically sleeping in the hammocks. And then you see where the crew, this is where they slept at night. And they're showing the other old hammocks. Well, not old, they're old, yes. Hammocks. Basically, this is where the crew's quarters, where they slept. And once again, I'll move back here. But they have a demonstration of hanging, and I would imagine that they would have to hang. I don't know how they would get up that high to climb in, but I guess they could. So it's interesting. It goes way up through, and this is the second deck, and below the water level right now. You can see that the ceilings overhead is, you have to keep ducking, and we're below water line. But there's another deck below us, but I'm not going to, well, they got it roped off so we can't go down there. So, once again, it's going to be all I'm going to take. I don't think I took a view. This is the forward part of the ship. You see, once again, all the gun mounts all through here. Looking back. See, I'm back on the first level down again. So, go back up top side. Okay. I'm down at the end of, actually I'll come around. We were just in that building. That was the visitor center. Oh, it's a good view of Bunker Hill right here, the monument, which we're going to be hopefully going to in a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and come around this way of the ship, a destroyer, USS Kaysen, and around. Welcome aboard the gangplank, whatever you want to call it. Here's a different view of the harbor. I see a building out there that they're looking like they're building a prow of a ship. And once again, I'm looking back over to Boston proper, across the river. I guess it's Charles River. And probably once again, I'm gonna come back because I don't watch my monitor, and I always seem to go high on my pictures. And again, Marge is standing there taking a picture. Okay. And it's hard for me to see the monitor in the daylight. You know, there's always reflection. And back to Bunker Hill, and it says Shipyard Gallery. That's where the workers used to eat. So I'm offline. We're on the approach to the Bunker Hill Monument. It's a pretty good walk up the hill. Let's see if I've got the whole thing. We're going to walk up there just for a little bit. There's an area where you take steps up to it, so we're going to do that. I'm doing some footage around the Bunker Hill Monument. I'm going to go up in just a little bit, take some footage there. Let's see there. The whole thing. And some of the residential neighborhood. Coming clear around back to Marge. I'm standing in front of Bunker Hill Monument. It's obvious. And there's steps going up. And you can definitely tell there's a lot of tourists here. You can see all the things that's happening. So I'm going to walk up there. Martha's behind me. She's trying to find a place in the shade. So, okay, I'll take some footage up on top. Let's see. Oh, there's a statue from whatever. William Prescott, June 1775. Again, just panning around, seeing the people. Fire truck for some reason. I'm hoping, okay. I was taking some pictures before down below. I'm not sure I got that. That's that bridge coming across the Charles River. There again at Bunker Hill. I just wanted to get that. I just moved over there. Another vantage point. I moved up the hill and I saw that, so I thought it'd be worth taking some footage of it. About here's the Boston Public Garden. We just left over Charlestown Bunker Hill Monument, and we wanted to see this. The Boston Commons is actually right behind me. People. This is where our Uber dropped us off, and I'll do this for a sec, and I'll walk over here, and actually, that's, I don't know if we'll get over there or not, but that's Boston Commons. I'm going to come back around again, then I'm going to go take some pictures of the lake, and once again, all kinds of people. Let's see, yeah, I'm taking. Hard to say when I'm taking a picture with this screen. I'm going to do a walk around. Marty's going to sit down for a while. There's that boat that you see. They advertise that floats around on the lake. So I'm going to do some walking around. We're sitting on a bench here in Boston Commons. As once again on the other side of the streets. I mean not Boston Commons, Boston Public Garden. We're just sitting on a bench. And it's a lake, and I took a little bit of this from a different angle, and come around. So that's enough of this, and I'm going to move my location. I've come a little further along in the garden, pan back from where I was. I'm getting ready to walk up onto the bridge and take some pictures of over the other side of the park. And once again, across the road, there's Boston Commons. I'm going to shut this off a minute. Trying to see if I'm shooting back from where I came from. I'm up at another entrance to the public garden. This seems to be where most of the flowers and things are. The statue here, it says Worthington Washington. I guess that's George Washington. There's a tour group right here, a walking tour group. I'm just going to take and walk around this statue and take a little bit of the flowers that's on this area. And I'm about ready to head on back. I've seen just about all I need to see. And a statue again. I'm standing on the edge of Charles Street, I guess, across to the Boston Public Gardens. I don't think I'm going to walk up through there, but it looks like a whole, well, I might go over and see if there's a potty house. But everything, I'm not really seeing much of anything other than be another place. So I might walk over in just a little bit inside of it and take a little bit of footage. So I'm in the Boston Commons. Take a little bit of pictures, just enough. A lot of activity. There's a carousel up there, merry-go-round. I guess they're getting ready to have a big festival, something this weekend. They're setting up tents and things of that nature. And going back out to where I came across the street from the public gardens. So I'll go ahead and finish this round. So I'll take a couple still pictures, but that's going to be about it. But all these cars are here. I was actually looking at Cheers. Well, I'll turn the camera off and turn it back on in just a minute. We were considering coming here to eat, but I think we'll go somewhere else. Let all these cars get out here and come back online. For what it's worth, I just have to go for the traffic. But that's the original Cheers. I guess people have been dining and going back in. I might take a still picture, but and this is all going back up towards Charles Street. That's Beacon. Oh, we're on Beacon. And once again, that's a Cheers. I think we're going to not get there, maybe come back tonight later, but I don't know. We'll see. Offline right now. Friday evening. Well, a lot of crowd here right now. It's kind of thinned out for a minute, but then just can't believe the great number of people that's on the street right now. Restaurants are full. We just went to lobster on a roll. I'll come back around. Right now I'm not seeing the street up where we were at a little bit ago. It was so crowded you could hardly even move with so many people. So this is Friday evening. Bye-bye. I'm on a balcony or veranda of our stateroom. and looking to view what I'm seeing. We're on the, I guess, port side. Looking back towards Boston itself, the town. And this is Saturday. It's almost 12:30. And I guess this is a fuel barge where they refuel the ship. Well, maybe it's where we're tied up to. Maybe, I don't know. It just looks like it's some type of fuel barge. We'll come back again. Today it's raining so far. It looks like it's going to burn off. But we'll see. I'll come back around. And then I'll go up on the upper deck later and I'll be able to take a look at where we came in, the gangway and all. Looking out here on the balcony. Oh, you can see me. Hi, me. Is this what we'll be able to sit out on? And back out to the outside. There's a mirror, Marge. It is. We're getting our stuff out. Our luggage hasn't gotten here yet. This is our room. And cabin, I should say, not a room, it's a cabin. And this is our view out of our room. Our cabin. Okay. See the activity on that ship. Cranes moving or loading it. Oh, they're putting what do you call them? What do you call the trucks things that they haul down the road? Pallets on there loading. That's what they're doing. Oh, and see, they're coming in. They're loading. The containers onto the ship. Can't see it that good, but that's what they're doing. So I took a little bit of that, and once we get a plane, this is after 5. We should be getting ready to go out pretty soon. And much cloudier earlier today, but right now the sun's out. We're going out. You can see we're heading out to sea. This is that crane loading the container vessels. See the wind's shifting around, going pretty good now. I don't know if they're offloading or unloading. Heading somewhere. Or maybe they're not doing loading now, I don't know, it's just the boat. Yeah, right now it looks like they're just in limbo, so I'm not going to waste any more footage on this. But all these, so they load these containers, offload and load them. Well, I guess towards the end of the harbor, they
knew which way to go, so we all figured that.
the ship's actually sitting here rotating, and the harbor is turning, and it's going to go out, and we're out. I'll get some other pictures, but we're here at you can see Logan Airport, and these planes have been taking off right over our head. So there's a lighthouse way out there in the distance. I doubt if I could get it, but it'll be on the film. There's some tanks back around, and I'll have to look and see what that fort is. Let's see if I can zoom in on it without shaking. Meg,
So
You know, I'm trying to figure this. Where? Oh yeah, Logan. Trying to figure out once I'm going to delete this part.
Garden of, and it changed in 1911. No, sorry, 1921. Changed to Bar Harbor because the Mariners kept referring to this as the harbor by the bar. So the town gave up
Actually, we're
to fine.
leaving on a bus to go to the tour.
It's been that ever since. Yeah, you guys, are you all familiar with the? And the next building is called the Bar Harbor Club. And during the Gilded Age, we had some fairly, I guess, kind of influential people that summered up here. Some guy named Rock something. I'd be barbecuing like 3 meals a day. So who does this is called La Rochelle? Does anyone know who the Colquet family is? Sound familiar at all? No? Has anyone on the bus not ever had a bowl of Campbell's soup? That's what soup gets. Yeah, back to the island. There's your island a little bit there. So you guys are coming up from Boston, right?
Yeah.
How was the weather?
Well, top of Cadillac Mountain. I'm looking down below over Bar Harbor. Can't tell if that's a ship out there or not. It's kind of far. And, oh gosh, this reminds me a lot of Mount Rogers, maybe. All the people, crowd, so I can't get away without taking pictures of the people. And once again, parking lot loaded with cars. Not much I knew about that. And I just came up that way and our bus is down below. So we'll sign off for a minute.
And the waves are so big, you feel the concussion of the waves under the ground. So, and they do thunder. So the cliffs that you'll start to see up here on the left, those are the Otter Cliffs, the most photographed and most painted point. Normally July and August, you see people out there with easels.
Parks and
that are
cars
painting.
all
A lot
along
of
the
times
road.
early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the light's better. But
We're just taking some pictures of it. Right now, there's not too many cars at all.
But like, if you get married over there, does that mean your marriage starts out on the rocks?
Oh, too many pictures here.
On the right completely fills up with water, and it's all mud now. Yep, and all that water comes right up here to these rocks. Yeah, so that's about 12 feet. And the
So we're down the waterfront here in Bay Harbor. Do a slow scan. We're all the shops and everything up above us on this hill above us. I might even got this earlier. I don't know. But I'm gonna walk over to another little beach area, or park really. So I'm back around. I'm just taking footage here. Actually, I've been watching the videos. I want to go into this little park next to me. It says Agawam Park. The Getty's restaurant. I read some reviews on it. I'm just basically just swept back around, and once again, we're seeing all the people down below is where we have to get the tender. Some footage I'd watched on YouTube videos. I wanted to walk over. I've got the Getty's restaurant back there, the schooner, and I'm gonna walk along it, but there's a walkway that goes pretty much around the harbor. And I'm gonna walk down there and get some pictures from that area. And once again, you can see off in the distance, they still got quite a bit of fog. So I'll come back around. Always something changing. So that's good for here. I'm back online. I just moved down the hill a bit. Oh, the people, but they got guns here. You can't really get anything without people. That pathway goes all way on around. I might walk down there by the hotel down another point and see what's around the other side. But once again, you can see this on a video from YouTube. I've walked on a little further. That's looking back. We came in on the tender, Bar Harbor Inn, and I'm on this path that goes around the edge of the harbor. And I think it's about as far as I'm going to go. I don't know if it's going to see much more other than water inside there. And I'm looking again down on the rocks. And there's again that sailing vessel. And way out there looks like a tender, the orange thing, going out to the ship. So I'm going to wrap this up. We're in Frenchman's Bay. In fact, we're anchored in Frenchman's Bay. Actually, Bar Harbor is on the other side of the ship. Our agent had kind of told us that the other side of the ship would be facing most of the land the whole time. But this morning, we can see right now the fog is moving. Bands of fog move across. And I'm going to go up on the upper deck. There's a little boat out there. I could see very clear a little bit, but now he's kind of shrouded in fog. So, oh, here's something else. There's a catamaran heading for somewhere, one of the other ports. So, oh, this is a car carrier, I think. Maybe not. I think this other little boat coming in behind the tender, probably a harbor master or a harbor, yeah, it says pilot on the boat. So they're getting, after I get the tenders loaded back up, we'll be heading back out to sea. Say the fog is burn off, start a little bit, but coming into Halifax. And it's still only a little over 60 degrees, so kind of chilly. My time is here is going to show different because we an hour ahead last night time-wise. I'm trying to figure out what my watch says and what time it really is. We just have to go by ship's time now. So I'll get a little more footage as we pull into port. We're coming into Halifax, the docks. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're heading into where, let's see. We'll try to get this adjusted in the center. It's foggy again, 62 degrees, pretty chilly. Coming back around, be the same old, same old. I'll get some more pictures up here when it gets closer into tying up. We're in Halifax, anchored. You can see the day is foggy. Predicting rain, and we're tied up on the port side this time. Coming around. I think that's where we go off, but for some reason they don't give us much communications on this ship with what to do, what not to do. And maybe I'm hoping this afternoon when we came over the PA system, I have to go out and haul to hear it. The sun might shine. So this is where we're at in Halifax. I'm inside the cruise terminal here at Halifax. We're still waiting on our bus. We're early. Tried to get here to make sure that we were here first before we got all confused. And once again, people, I'm going to turn off these shops. We'll do this when we come back. This is the cruise terminal here in Halifax.
35 years they had to hold up their end of the bargain. So, our wonderful new Haligonian friends, First Mate Brittany and Captain Carl, very pleased to welcome you to Peggy's Cove. We'll point out to you where
Peggy's
the
Cove
monument is. It's a very short walk from where Route Park, just so you know.
In order to come in, I'm going to shut this off.
And once everyone is back
I
on
missed
board on time,
the sign back there.
St. Margaret's.
This is a Peggy's Cove lighthouse. A few feet behind me, the wind's blowing so hard you can't even hardly stand up. That's the ocean. I'm gonna, well, just pan around. You can see there's viewing platforms. The rocks. I'm gonna go on the other side, look down on the village, and looking back up where we came. The other side there's the buses, but this is stand on one of the boardwalks, and this is Peggy's Cove. And I don't know, yeah, I keep. People. There's like 5 or 6 buses parked here. So I'm gonna do some more footage in another place. We're on a hill. Well, Peggy's Cove. I don't know if the wind is blowing so hard. I don't know if I'll get my voice through or not. There's a restaurant up here. I don't know if we'll do it. Coming around this point, but I'm going to take and try to walk down into the village. The wind has settled down a little bit up down to the lower level. My back is to the wind. I'm going to move around here to the right a little bit to really get another view of the cove. Since the wind's kind of set down a minute, I'm going to go ahead and do a circle. Hear a voice. Not looking at the screen, so I'm right at the head of Peggy's Cove. Pan around the boats. I was standing to my left a little bit ago, and this is pretty. I want to go back and take this other gray building here, some footage on that side. Very pretty. I'm gonna see how we can back online. See, my monitor is kind of even fogging up with so much humidity and wind. This is that old building I was saying I was going to come back around and take a picture of. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if you hear me or not because of the wind. And you see the ocean out there where the boats go out. And I think I've probably taken enough footage up here. Don't even remember if I took this or not. I moved back down, but I'm gonna go down the end of that pier or whatever, and I'm off camera again. Get back. I should watch the camera a little bit more over the monitor. So I'm gonna shut off and walk down by that boat. I'm gonna pan around behind me, and I'm gonna be going directly into the wind. So you'll hear all kinds of wind noise, but I'm going to look at the start of Peggy's Cove. gonna head back up the top. Bye-bye. I'm back online in the wind again, but I just thought this was pretty interesting. Another vantage point. I'm heading back up to meet Marge. I don't know, once again the wind's behind me. I still don't know if I can be hurt or not, but I'm just gonna come around and take a picture. We have a restaurant here called Fisherman's Wharf here in Lunenburg, and it's a little teapot. I end up looking out the window.
Pressed tea.
It is pressed tea. And I hate to say my lobsters costed $58.
Don't laugh, you might really enjoy it. I mean, you
Yeah,
will.
but it's got all the works. So, mint tea.
It's good. Mint.
I'll get outside. This is called actually Fish Factory. A whole bunch of shops and 3 floors, museum. I just thought I'd better mention correct thing, Fish Factory. Another view of Mahon Bay town. We just stopped here for a few minutes. Everybody took off to the shops. I just got out of the wind, and not much to it, just another little town, but it's been real interesting getting here. So that's it, it's another tourist trap, basically. So this is Mahon Bay. We're moving somewhere along, well again, off of Canada. I just missed that little boat. I noticed quite a few little boats are heading out further south, whether they're going for lobster pots or not. This is just basically shoreline that we see coming into Sydney. We've still got another hour or so before we get to Sydney. It's just kind of pretty fog boat. Fog kind of lifted. So I don't know what that old boat is out there. It's kind of interesting. And the other thing is, right now it's 51 degrees, so it's kind of chilly. Missed some footage of a real pretty little village over there. This is really very scenic. Looks like almost farmland and everything right along the coast. And once again, we're coming into Sydney. And back to the ship. Looking out of our balcony, Sydney. Might have taken, I don't remember if I did this. We're having trouble with our cabins, like we gotta have a jacket on. It is chilly out here outside, but just having them come and say, okay, why do we have to wear a jacket in our stateroom? This is the view. I'm gonna get some of the view off the other side. We're in Sydney. Once again, it's raining. I didn't take a tour. People leaving. Right now it's raining again. We were just going to walk around today, but I'm not sure we're going to be doing that. That's the fiddle right there. That's a welcome center. Come on. Well, I'll go back around again for the people. I could say it's like 50 degrees. Chilly. I'm gonna stop and move back on the aft. I'm back on. There was a couple back here on the aft on the back of the deck, so I decided to let them go. And once again, it's overcast, raining. That's actually a pretty picture here. The after pool, I don't think anybody's gonna be swimming in there, and that's what we can actually see from our side, the port side. I'm back. I'm trying to pick out on the waterfront. There's restaurants. I have a bunch of things written down of where going to churches and sightseeing, but right now it's pretty darn chilly and rainy. Once again, coming around. So we'll see what I do. I'm taking to St. Patrick's. We're on, I forget the name of the street, the church, farther out. I'm just going to go back around again from here where I'm standing. That's part of the port. Some Marriott or something. And we're just starting on our walkabout. I'm here on Charlotte Street in Sydney. That was just the Jost House. And I'm going to stop for a second. We're just going to come around on the street. Seems like there's no people, and then all of a sudden it's loaded with people. And this is a Cosset house. I might get I think I got a picture of the house itself, but this is where I'm getting on the video. Oh, just an interesting street corner, Charlotte Street in Dorchester. Not going to get anything done without cars in it. This old bank here, Bank of Montreal. We're right on the edge of the shopping area, Main Street district here in Sydney. And so we're going to walk on. We're down on the Sydney waterfront. Miserable, rain, pouring, gutters running. I just remember how much of a rainy day. Coming back as a boardwalk along the waterfront back to the ship. And that's I'm going to move over a little bit. I got there's the fiddle. You see the fiddle. Let me see if I can zoom. Okay, a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to walk around more. You want me here?
Don't.
Just stand there. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we are. Rain, so it's so nice. Bye. Actually, I just had a little place here called Hot Fish and Chips. We're getting ready to go back to the ship. The rain has quit, or the showers as they call them here. There's some type of monument over there. We're going to walk over and see. And I see a jerk. That's when I have to move my foot. And this is fish, chips, and seafood. And it's just got basically fish, a couple of things, French fries. And that's good for that round. I'm shooting back from where we came along. Of course, it was raining like heck when we walked along this boardwalk. We came down, went up along Charlotte Street. Really wasn't much to see, just another town. And I'm gonna stop for a minute. Video from this side. I'll have to take a still picture. And like I say, I've got this 4 or 5 times I've taken this view from our stateroom, because it's on the left-hand side of the boat. And there's Marge just taking pictures. And back around. We're back. It looks like getting ready to rain again, fog coming in. This is a fiddle. that they advertise being part of the port, the culture of playing music. And once again, I got some pictures of that earlier. And I'm doing a little bit more footage. Of course, you can't keep people out. So, this is what I see here in Sydney. This is the port. And of course, inside there's bunches of shops. So that's what we're going to do, probably. So, I've taken how many pictures of this across there, and it's still a little bit of fun. I think it's one of the prettiest pictures I've seen, maybe on a whole trip, and you can see the cars standing here just driving along. We're getting ready to go to dinner. I'm probably doing this now. I was hoping the sun would come out, and I was also hoping to come back up here when we were going out. But by the time we have to be at dinner at 5:30, and we eat and come back, I don't know what time. There's another boat coming around the corner. There's always something every time I look out here from our balcony. There's something different. It reminds me of, I don't know, villages that we saw in the UK, but not really on the water. So I want to come back around here and get that. I don't see how many cars I see going along there now, but there's a boat coming. So, all right, I'll probably even come back in if the sun comes. It looks like the sun might be trying to come out. But I don't see any cars right now. But I really enjoyed looking at this view. We're approaching Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. There's a pretty little lighthouse. You see the channel, see the buoy. And come back. Oh, I missed the lighthouse. We still. We moved along the island a little bit further. Just a field. It's with the ocean. Oh, there's another lighthouse. I won't have to put this camera down and get a still picture. Another little lighthouse. There's quite a few along here. It's really very pretty scenery. And I'm going to try and get the lighthouse. This is another bay. Oh, it just came from up there. Another bay off the main channel going in. We're swinging. And I see another, I guess another little lighthouse out there. I don't think I can zoom in on it. But we're starting to see Charlottetown. That might even be a sailboat. Oops, I got the camera again. It might even be a sailboat. So, we'll come back around. Yeah, that's a lighthouse. I don't know if I can zoom to it or not. I guess not. Okay. See more of the town. I'll get some more footage in a little bit. That is a small lighthouse out there. I was trying to get a picture of. I'm trying to zoom. So we'll see how it turns out on a film. We might be docking on this side. We'll see, on the port side. And once again, coming into Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. A little bit more footage coming into Charlottetown. And I'm guessing we might be tying up on the end here. We'll see. Well, the ship is turning. I guess we're going to be docked over on the other side unless he's going. Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to pull up here and back into the pier. Because I was wondering where all the buses were. There's a terminal. So that's what's happening, because there's like a bridge and a causeway across. I guess you call this a harbor. And once again, he's going to be tied up on a port side. And you can see the boat swinging. Well, it sure looks close how they pull that around. Okay, if I get any other footage, it's going to have to be on the other side, off the back deck. There we go. Looks like we'll have sunshine. It's almost about 70, like 70 degrees today here in Charlottetown. And beats 58, or was it 51 yesterday morning. So, this is across the harbor from Charlottetown. The sunshine. This is the first time we've seen sun since Boston. This is a view from our deck. Once again, we're on the outside. I guess that might be better because usually when they tie up over the terminal, you have to look over the terminal to see. Well, most of the time though, you can see the city real well over top of the terminal. So this is a view from our stateroom here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. This is a Confederation bridge going from mainland here in Brunswick over to, actually going on over to Charlottetown. And they show this ice is in the winter. It's 200 foot there at the high point. And what I understand, our ship's going to come up through here and go under this bridge. I'm up on a tower. They have 4 or 5 landings to get up to the top of this tower to look at the City Confederation Bridge. Once again, it goes from the mainland of Canada over to probably going to be too much wind noise. Now that I have my back to the wind, I just scanned from around the bridge out over the ocean. Well, actually, I guess it is ocean between separating the mainland and Charlottetown Peninsula, PEI, and Prince Edward Island, that's what I should say. So I went around, the wind was so hard, so I'm not going to turn back into the wind again. I wouldn't be able to hear me anyway. Another footnote I'm given, our guide was saying it costs like $50 to cross the bridge, and then I think another axle, every axle is like $8. That's why I was just catching that truck going across the bridge. Back again, bunch of flags. catching a little bit more footage. What I didn't mention before, that our guide was telling us that this is totally ice covered in winter. And they showed some pictures of basically all completely ice covered. And trucks coming across. This was called, let's see, Panoramic Island Drive and Confederation Bridge was the name of our tour. So the countryside coming over here was phenomenal. All the potato farms and stuff. So I'm going to shut this off for a little bit. We're on the Prince Edward Island side of the bridge. It's like a park, some like National Rail thing. Get a little bit of footage of it. They used to have ferries. Well, it was on past coming around, but these ferries used to come in over, well, on the other side of that building. Can't see it from here, you can see it from the bridge, when before they built the bridge. And I think that thing from the Historical Rail Park, I'll get a little bit of footage of that. But this is just for a photo stop. We're moving up on the Confederation Bridge. I'm going to catch it from the rear. So after we go under it, I can take a picture of it. Once again, going on the Confederation Bridge, that whole last clip I'll probably have to eliminate because I was trying to do a still shot too, and I still had the camera on. So I'm going to shut it off for a second, and we're just about ready. Probably the front of the ship's going under the bridge now. Okay, we're going under the bridge. Doesn't look too wide under here, but it's trailer trucks and all that stuff go over it. There's a good view. Excuse me. Good view back across there. We'll come back. There's not too many cars right now. I can see some clear over the far end. I see some trucks up there. But that is what they're saying before. This is 200 feet up off the water. Right at that spot. So that's probably the best I'm going to do here. I'll see another truck running along. Looking back over to, I guess that's the western side of the bridge. That's where we were at this afternoon. The bus stopped, and we, so I took all the pictures of the trip the other way, and of the tower I went up in. That's where that was at, Germain, I forget what it was called, Natural Reserve, Germain Point, something like that. There's another truck going across. And again, and this in the winter time is, they say this is total ice. So that's enough of this footage, but this is where we came today to take a tour to see it. Drove for an hour out here from where the ship was docked. There goes the pilot boat. So we just blew the horn on the ship. Must be a terrific wind across. You can see they're almost running sideways. But that's the pilot boat, a harbor master or whatever, harbor pilot. So just happened to catch that. Okay, bye-bye. See you tomorrow. maybe not for something. But it's amazing how he's trying to go sideways. Whether the current taking him or whether he's fighting it, I don't know. Okay. You can actually see the end of the bridge from here. I thought I'd wait and let it get off, see a little bit further. And maybe get the whole span. But this bridge runs 9 miles. So, for the wind. I'm online for Thursday. This is what they call the ship's locator, and right now it's Thursday. It's about 11:30. This is what the ship shows a temperature is, and we're rounding like a little blue pointer up there, rounding New Brunswick, the state or wherever that section, and we're heading into the Gulf of St. Lawrence. And we're going to be in, like, the number 6 is Quebec. We're heading down the St. Lawrence River, and then that's tomorrow, Friday, and then I think we're at sea again maybe, and then 7 is Montreal, and that's where we're heading. So yeah, Friday we're going to be in Quebec City, Saturday Montreal. I just thought I'd catch a picture of this. Now I'm going to go out on the deck and take a little picture of us coming around the shoreline, coming around New Brunswick. Thursday morning, actually it's almost noon. We're coming around the tip of New Brunswick, still in the ocean. We're going to be heading actually kind of into the Gulf of St. Lawrence. There's not much here to see, just a shoreline. Just sort of get it. You see me when I move, resist, it makes the camera shake. So we're going to be heading, well, basically that way into the, whoops, can't tell if I have it. There, the camera, it's hard to see on this screen. But we're going to be heading into the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Well, actually into the St. Lawrence River, probably within a couple of hours. See, we're tied up in Quebec, getting up late this morning. It's on the opposite side of the river, the St. Lawrence River, Seaway River, I guess. And once again, we're ship's on the starboard side, so I'll have to see what it. This is what it looks like from our balcony on the starboard side. There's another boat right behind us, so we'll see which one that is. Again, I'm up 1 deck higher, 2 decks, actually 3 decks. I'm on the 9th deck. Again on the starboard side. Why I did this, there's a Ferris wheel across the way. I guess an amusement park. One, again, this is Quebec. Different scenes. See quite a few little sailboats out moving across. I'm gonna go over to the let's see, starboard side and see. I think I already got this, but just at a different level. And that's as far as I can come around right now with the ship. I'm on the land side, Quebec, and I guess this is a terminal we're going to go in. We're going to go over in a little bit. I have to get a map of the old city. And right now it's a sunshiny day. We'll see what's happening. It's almost 75 degrees already. That's the upper city. Somewhere I've read about the names of all these buildings. And coming around there. That's what somebody was complaining when I was in the elevator about them working on side the ship, the crew today. And of course they have to do maintenance. Then we'll come back, look around, landmarks. And I'm guessing the old city's off to our left. I'm gonna come back around again for a minute. Move slow, then I'm gonna pan back. I'm gonna try to zoom in. And I might move up because I've got this crane here I didn't see earlier. I'm back on. I see people all walking up there. I'm guessing that's the old city. I was hoping to see where the what do you call it, funicular, where I go from the lower city to the upper city. And yeah, I moved up. Here comes a crane right up above, right below me. They're doing maintenance work, so I'm gonna have to move again. When I was shooting a minute ago, we're on a rear of the ship, the aft. That's the side we're on. And once again, it just seemed like as soon as I turn around, a whole new activity. And I don't think that I filmed this far back, this far around. I'm going to take a couple steps. And I did more of the city. And this is just the surrounding area of the port. And once again, always something happening. I'm going to go down, we're going to take it and go on a tour. Coming around and see a bike path, lots of people. We're just down, right off the edge of the old city. See when I jerk, there's a park here. There's a boat coming in, look like a tanker in a harbor. Let's see, I don't know what the name of this park is. We'll find out in a little bit. As much, but see people, bikes. So we'll be going into the old city just in a sec. I moved on probably about 3 blocks, and another view. And let's see, there was across my ship we could see the Ferris wheel from our stateroom down on the waterfront, and basically just pictures to my right. So we're going to move on down a little further. I said it's just building that I happen to open between one and I don't know what that building is up on top, but I moved on just enough that I can get a different view. And I had a hop on, hop off bus coming around the corner. We kind of decided not to do that because having to get on and off. So another nice view, and I haven't moved 20 feet. Yeah, maybe later on I'll be able to identify this. Well, I can look at my map, but I can identify these buildings. They're up in the upper city, and we're still down in the lower city. And once again, I'm just going to scan back from where we came, and there's the ship. Okay, I moved down a little bit. There's funicular, whatever it is. There's a sign that says what it is. We'll get around there in a little bit. That car just was going up, and I didn't get it before it went up. And once again, back where we came from. Taking picture back, we're right here. One side, I guess the left side, if you're looking at it from the map, the old city. And we're going to turn behind us, and we're going to start walking the old city, which is a cobblestone streets. And I have to watch my step. And so we're just going to walk on. And yeah, and then we'll come back. Once again, the Mars standing there. So, okay. So back, I haven't gone 20 feet from where I took the last pictures. And then we're here in Quebec. People enjoying. I'm welcome. And you can see where there are a couple standing. That's where I took the last pictures from. I won't go off. We just turned the corner. You can see I haven't gone 50 feet. They were playing the band music. And once again, we're in the old quarter. And one corner to another, we made a left turn. We're coming up on another, oh gosh, garden, whatever. So I'm gonna take off right now. I just moved about 30 feet. And I'm back taking pictures again. Okay, there's a funicular. It's going up the mountain to the upper city. And we're going to be getting on that in a little bit. We're going to walk down, do a little bit more of the old city. Coming back around. I'm not going to put my camera away. I'm going to walk up to the next corner. You definitely tell the crowds are here. If somebody wants... I'm going to walk along with everybody else if I have to, but I don't get run over. Another square in the old city. Oh, I'm looking back. Outside the building's painted into a mural. And there's the road going to the upper city. You can tell the noise, as usual. And another tour group, a lot of walking tour groups. And I'm coming back around and let's see. Okay. I photographed this square before, and while I'm doing it again, we spent almost 20 minutes looking for this universal sign. Right there. I can see it. The crowd. Where is it at? Right there. Okay. Zoom back out. And the universal sign is Potty House. There we went in the souvenir shop, what's it called, Expression. Got to get a picture of where our money went. It's really one of the better shops we've been into. We spent like either $117 French or Canadian or $117 American. We have to look at the seat, but they took the debit card. And the sun's a little higher, different crowd than what we had earlier. And come back around again. We're going to go up on the upper city. It's around 12:30, and the crowds have thinned a little bit. And I was trying to get this church before, but Notre Dame, but nice shady spot for people. So back around, and we're going to head back down the street and take the funicular up to the upper city. Oh, I missed it. We were looking at funicular.
What does she call them? Breakneck steps?
Ship.
That's gorgeous.
Somebody lost their luggage can there.
How much the ferry costs.
We're into the station. We just got off the funicular. We're up at the upper city. And we've been all down. Well, there's the thing coming up. There's the St. Lawrence River. Across, that's a view we see from our stateroom. And I'll come back, that's the old cobblestone streets down below. Got some trees kind of blocking some of the view. I'm going to shift around behind me and take a picture of the square where we came out. Again,
Where the front door is?
buildings, I'll have to later on probably label these on my still pictures. And so again, this is the upper city. There's a monument. I'm coming back around. And I'll have to, when I do my still pictures, I'll have to label these. Okay.
We need to wait, Luke.
I'm back. I don't know what's up on the hill. Like a fort, looks like maybe some cannons. I see people, we might make it over there. We'll try. And then a park. I think that's a Chateau Furneaux or something like that. And I'm going to go this way right now. Marge sitting there. I'm going to go walking up a street by myself for a bit. This restaurant, I forget the name of the street. But I'm trying to come around. And and I'm back to this monument. Actually, I'm shooting further up the walk I was just doing. Basically, there's a big crowd of people. Lots of restaurants along this area. And back on the corner where I just shot down there was a little small side street. And I can't remember or say the French word for the street I'm on. So back where I started, more tourists. Back on it. Oops, get out of the way. No, my shadow. The young lady was taking a picture of the store and trying to do something. I know she didn't realize she has the glass is doing a mirror image of me. I don't know what that building is, but I'm going to walk a few streets further up, a little park, and I think there's another park right up here I'm going to take a little bit of footage of. So, once again, people. Oh, it's got the camera thing in there. I move a little further. I don't know if I mentioned or not that this is the upper city, Quebec. And kind of getting away from all the restaurants and things of that nature. But definitely a tourist trap. It was a very beautiful city. Again, this is the upper city of Quebec. Yeah, I'm shooting another building, landmark. I have a map and it'll show me what's on the map. I want to get this guy playing the sax. Got lots of street people playing music groups, well, like New Orleans, I guess. Another park. Look further along. There's always noise and people. And always something to make a noise. A helicopter coming overhead. Come back from that corner, there's a lot of construction. I walked down there for another street, but I decided not to go that way. So that's the hop on, hop off bus. Another corner. Let's see what's behind me. Some restaurant. Let's take. I'll get down here a little bit to see what the name of the street is. I'm heading back down to so we're going to catch the further down. It's a menu on the restaurants. They don't look too bad considering. And I want to come around and I want to get these street names assigned. But I'm hunting another street going off Okay. And I think I got this already. Really pretty. I've walked further down. Oh, this whole thing since we come up to the upper city has been all along, I guess, a hilltop. I forget what they call it. It's a castle or something. I'm going to move down the other way a little bit. Direction behind me. I don't know what this means. But once again, I've got a bunch of pictures. I have to get the people in. And I'm just doing a 360, I think. And I want to see what that incline thing is over there. There's a fort up on the hill. That was part of one of the tours. We decided not to do that. I'm going to take probably, well, I'll say the last footage, which will not be, back to actually where the funicular is, where we're going to, well, in a few minutes is where we're heading back to. A nice shift by camera. Should probably be further away than this, but it's back. Maybe we'll get some footage. I guess I'm doing a skyline on this. I can't really tell. Probably did get all this. Interesting little street up there. Back around. Actually, I probably got most of this before I stepped up on a rail. Funicular's back that way. Old Quebec's down like where those yellow awnings are. And every time I look out, it's the same old city, but I don't know what they call that across the river, whether that's still Quebec or not. But notice many sailboats out here, and there's a tanker. And back to my original starting point. All the chairs and everything here, so that's good enough for this right now. Had to capture this ice cream shop. We were hunting for something cold to drink and all, and then once we got back up here on this boardwalk, right around the corner there's a Starbucks, and I guess we could have, well, we did find some water, so we're just ice cream. Saturday morning we're coming into Montreal. It's probably about 6:30. Moving in somewhere to the dock. We're going to be probably anchoring on this side of the river. Bridge, and I already just caught that. It's a big amusement park. Back again, saw the bridge. I shot all that without some type of noise, maybe vehicles crossing the bridge. Nice little lighthouse. There's a dome across there. I think that's something from one of the Olympic things. This is a view from our window. We're on the 10th floor. Beautiful room. I think I'm trying to remember, Villa de Place or something like that. I'm trying to get out and get myself orientated on the street first. Let's see, got a bunch of statues on top of that building. Oh boy, the building keeps going and going and going. And I want to come back over this and looking down, I'm going to get a reflection. But that's the way it is. Looking back toward the Fairmont, once again, lots of people. And coming around to, we were looking down on that church, and we're somewhere on this side of the street. And this is a church, and this is Mansfield and how to say it, Rue Lascoy. I'm gonna screw it up. Renee, let's go away. Let's go. I can't say French, but that's the street with the corner at for the hotel. And I was getting in somebody's way, so I had to move. And looking back down Mansfield, we're going up 2 blocks. I understand lots of restaurants and everything there. So that's where we're going to go right now. We're at the corner of St. Catherine Street and Rue St. Catherine and Mansfield, which is a street right. Look down from our window, and I see where you can see that this street below us. And which lady at the hotel, Sophia, was telling me that this is where we can find all kinds of restaurants. We'll walk down a couple of blocks and then go back up the other way. We actually only moved down 1 block, maybe 2. Once again, this is crazy with people. There's a little restaurant back there. I found 2 breakfast places already. In Boston, we couldn't find any. And the noise you're hearing is the crossing things. And we're on Mountain Royal and St. Catherine Street. And North, we're going to check. One thing they do have here, the restaurants here, do have the menu posted. And I don't know what that is. I think we walked up, we could hear all kinds of music playing. So maybe they're having something going on today for Canada Day. I walked down 1 block off St. Catharines. This is Peel Street. And this is Dorchester Park. And actually, I believe that cathedral there is right across the street from our hotel. It says Peel. I think that's part of a subway up there. I'm going to back off. There's 3 restaurants right up through here. And let's back up looking at St. Catherine Street. We might come back here later and see what it looks like. So, coming back around Dorchester Park, and there's some statues, and really other than that, there's not much else here to see. Looking up to another side street. So, just footage of nothing. Doing some footage. It's corner of St. Catherine and was it Drummond? And I'm gonna come around the whole thing. It's after 5:11. Look, I might want to rain, but what I want to get is this restaurant we ate in, Mr. Steer. Cost us a bottle, but the food was excellent. And just get it. I'm more just standing there waving to me. So, and different restaurants. So we'll head back to our hotel now. So a perfect afternoon to all of a sudden it started raining. It's getting harder and harder. We're 3 blocks from the hotel. I'm hoping it would slow down, but I don't know what it is. So it's what we got. Most of our trip has been rain. So once again, just looking for the raindrops falling. We're on the Gray Line tour Sunday morning. Cathedral. Doesn't say Notre Dame, but whatever it is, there's a getting ready. We've got a few minutes to go in. Got a mass at 9:30, and back over to Dorchester Park. I've got a couple pictures from here before. I was walking. So our guy here, he comes back. He's checking to see that everything's okay, and this is our tour bus. We're inside the Basilica. Getting ready to have mass in a little bit. Oops, and I just missed my shot on that side. Let's see if I can walk around and get it. I'm gonna shut off a minute and then I'll come back on. I'm walking. This is another section with our tour guide. Whoops, I'm too high. I'm not watching. And he's going to give a speech back at this little chapel. And okay. It's actually a statue of St. Teresa. Once again, it's going to be our tour group. Some more footage of Dorchester Square statue. Didn't get that. Back to the park. We got some other pictures of the ramp. I'm just going to come on around to see what I'm seeing right now is our tour group. He's lecturing, and I don't know why these cars are parked here, but they are. I think I got all those pictures before.
There's 18,000 technicians working in Montreal, and the cost of a movie approximately is about 40 million. But when you say 35%, because these guys, they pay them in Canadian money. What are you talking about, sir?
Look at the silos.
Yeah, I have 347 cubes, all different in size and style. There's not even two cubes similar. They're all different. And you see all those windows? Well, no window could look into another window. So in other words, you could be completely naked and nobody's going to see you. Now think about it, 347 cubes, all different in size and style. It's amazing. And also, these people has a lot of flowers. You know why? The Chinese people. Do you see those blue and white tents in front, on your left-hand side? Yes?
Yes.
You know what that is? That is the Cirque du Soleil. They have a show here in Montreal at 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night. And 3 hours instead of an hour and a half. Air conditioning bus, no problem with the heat, and me too. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right here to your left and right is the bridge. That is the Jacques Cartier Bridge on your left, and that bridge is 42 miles from the United States. And the guy who built that bridge is Gustave Eiffel, the same guy who designed the Eiffel Tower. Now, right here to your right, that is the oldest bridge in Montreal, 1859, and that bridge is the only bridge with cars and trains. Right to your right, the circle, the gray circle, that is the Casino of Montreal. It is.
We talked about Formula One racing, the loop. I'm not really familiar with that. But,
As a kid, I used
so
to
we're across another part of the river over to the, look like the Olympic Dome.
big up
Now, ladies and gentlemen, right here to your right, it was the pavilion of the United States of America. That was the most popular pavilion during that time. But Mr. Fuller was the designer, the architect. Today, it's still in action because it's called the Environment Pavilion of Canada. So you could go there.
Looking back over the other side of the river, we're on an island actually now. That's Molson, the beer. I happened to have one last night. It's a view back across. Can't get my camera down where I want to be. And then we'll come back across. I moved down a little further. You can see, well, there is still one cruise ship in. They thought it was Zondal, but I don't believe it is. I did not see it. But back there is a Ferris wheel. It's a Circus Soleil, I believe, what he said. The bell tower. And back again. I just took a good sweep of this, and then I'm coming back again. It's Molson Canada beer. And I'm going to see if I can come back here and, without shaking too bad, focus in on Circus Soleil.
Yes, 15 minutes.
No, there it is. Okay. Oops, enough of that.
So, and you see the Cirque du Soleil. On my right, if you want to go to Quebec City, 145 miles, you go right. And if you go left with 17 blocks, you're going to the United States. Last stop is in Lake Sioux. Go to the gym when they finish
He's talking about the houses here.
But I must admit one thing. The postman guys are very spoiled. Because, you know, they bring the letters to the top. People are aware of that. And they get some.
There's just a little street here, where the town is on the French side. It's scenic.
So this area is called Hochelaga. That's the neighborhood, Hochelaga in Montreal. Many of those housing are more than 100 years old, because when you see the staircases that we call vernacular, it's more than 100 years. And the staircases that you see, it's unique in North America. There's no other cities beside Montreal that is like that. So that is a very special kind of architecture. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but in Montreal,
We're at the Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Basically, that was in the 60s when that's happened. In here, air conditioning system, so right in front of us is like an air handler. I'm doing a little footage. This is well behind me. You can see the stadium. But what I'm doing, I'm coming around. We're not going to actually get to go over there, but that's the public garden in Montreal. That's the entrance. I don't know if I can see anything else or not. Just another sweeping scene of the street. Again with High IX and what's the name of the street. So. Once again, we're in a tour group. That's it. That's the scenery. Looks like some type of park. We're at a wash house on the other side of the botanical garden, and thought I'd just get some footage of it.
so if you want to, take a picture,
Yeah, the second
from
largest
here.
Catholic church in the world.
So I'm giving you 5 minutes if you want to take a picture. Go on, son.
Taking pictures through the lines, all waiting for people to go up there to this church. Again, I think it's the second largest Catholic church in the world, from what he was saying. This is our other photo stop at the church. Our people are tour people, once again, and this is exactly what we're seeing in this area. And I can't burn too long, so I don't know how long my batteries are going to last. I'm taking so many pictures. Let me get over here again, looking through the fence. And I guess I'm getting it, yes. And statue. Close to 1 o'clock, all the tour buses are unloading. It's a meeting point, and this again is the park. And all of a sudden I forget the name. And I've gotten a bunch of pictures of it earlier in the rain. And once again, I'm just going to go around and see all the tour buses here
So now we do the regular tour. 1, 2, 1 piece.
Because this is all part of the game. And we'll go up to Simone's later on to see if I'll get me another suitcase. Oh, Sunday afternoon. I just went and bought a new piece of luggage. It was only the third place we've done. We spent actually over 2 hours trying to find luggage. And it's St. Catherine Street and Mansfield. So we're heading back down. It's another 2 blocks back to the hotel. There's an acrobatic stage up there. These guys are doing stuff before, stunts. And I could zoom without shaking. Quit. Oh, like acrobats. They quit, did a few, and then quit. That's enough. We're inside the Italian restaurant. We're eating. Take some other pictures. I have to say, probably the best Italian I think I've ever had. I had a linguine primavera. I'm looking down and I can see, well, the waiter, Marge is out there. I'll come back around. Just the pictures. It's Sunday night, big crowd. And once again, I'm coming back down on the floor. And I'm trying to get, it always seems like there's somebody in the way. So we'll walk over here a minute. There's a bar. Oh, well, you can tell that. Different people eating. And I think this is, some race I think is going on this weekend. And on sports television, so. Great station, how crazy they are. Okay, we moved away. And you can see if Marge is sitting out there. If I can zoom in on her. She'll see this later. Okay, enough footage for now. I don't remember if I think I took some still pictures. This is the restaurant we've eaten in. Once it's set up on a balcony. Probably one of the best Italian restaurants we've eaten. Of course, it's once again $92 with everything, so it had to be good. And they were doing the exercises before. I'm gonna move down and take some more footage. I'll just move down, what, 75, 80 feet, how quiet it is. And let's see, it's almost 20 to 7. And we're gonna head back.
Get a place, a picture
What?
of that
What?
from here. To get a picture of that place from here.
Yeah. And we were sitting right, well, second seat in. Okay. I'm on the other side. There seems there's construction everywhere, and once again, that's where we ate our supper. I just wanted to get a bit of a memory of here. I see the acrobats or gymnastics or whatever they are. They're still up there performing. Now I know I've gotten all this, so I wanted to come back and go back down the street to the left.